Hello class! Well, today we're going to make pinwheels, real working pinwheels. Let me just show you this. They're actually working. Okay. It's kind of hard to show you on the camera. I'll show you in person too. And this is a pencil. Alright, it's also what I'm holding the pinwheel by. And we are going to make this awesome pinwheel. And as you can see, it works. And we are going to use primary colors and mix them together on a paper and create really nice textures for our pinwheel. And we're also going to learn about elements at the same time. So we're going to learn about texture as an element, line as an element, shape and color. And let me just get started and we'll do it step by step. And by the way, it's going to be displayed at Volusia County Fair, which this year's theme is homegrown fun. And I think pinwheels go really, really good with that. So let's try this out. First step is your table will have, everybody will have their paper ready and write your name. I suggest that you do that in the middle. So I'm going to write Miss Kramer. And my table number is 0. So don't forget to put your table number, put it in a circle. So I know it's your table number. And then you're just going to fold your paper over this way. One corner, you're going to pick up this one corner and fold it over this way. And keep folding. And carefully line it up so the line is about right. See how I'm lining it up? Hold this part and then just push down. This is gonna, out of a rectangle, create a square. So first we have a triangle. You can just use the side of the paper to get a line. You're gonna get that cut. And now we turn a rectangle shape into a square shape. Okay, let's wait for everybody to get done with the square shape. And when you're done, I'm going to pause the video if you're not yet, but if you're done, I'm going to continue. We're going to fold it the other way. And now we've got this X in our square. And we have 4 sections. So in section 1, I'm going to, as you can see in here, write shapes and write down all kinds of shapes that you can think about. For example, a blob would be like an organic shape. Organic spells A-R-G-A-N-I-C, organic. Triangle. T-R-I-A-N-G-L-E. Square. S-Q-U-A-R-E. Rectangle. R-E-C-T-A-N-G-L-E. Circle. C-I-R-C-L-E. And we can go with rhombus or diamond or kite shape. RHOMBUS. We have a little more space left here, so let's try it with oval. OVAL, oval. Maybe a star. STAR, star. And you can shade it in and color it in later. And you can color all of these beautiful shapes any colors you like. How about hexagon? Hexagon has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hex means 6. Hexagon. Xexagon. There is a crescent, like crescent moon. CRESCENT. All right, so think of different shapes that you can do, color them all in. Our next principal element of art will be texture. And we can think of all kinds of textures. So we're going to say texture. And for textures, we can do scales, for example, like scales on a fish or shingles on a roof. We can do fast little lines that look like grass or hair or fur. See how that looks like texture? We can do shapes of different sizes that look like pebbles, like a paved road, that kind of texture. Or we can do lines and then crisscross these lines, cross-hatching lines, which gives it a texture of maybe a fabric. If you run your fingers over fabric, you would feel the ridges of the fabric, and this should remind you of that kind of texture. And we can also achieve it by shading sides of, for example, this stony paved path. Or we can do spiky texture, spikes, like on a hedgehog or a dragon. Or we can do wavy texture, which will remind us of a puddle of water, kind of liquid-like feeling to it. And think of any kind of different textures that you could observe in nature. And then we're gonna go into color. So for color, we're going to represent it by a rainbow. And we can start with red, then orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. This is Roy G. Biv. Roy G. Biv. It's an acronym or mnemonic to help you remember the colors of the rainbows in the proper order, which starts with red, then orange, then yellow, then green, then blue, then indigo, then violet. And you're going to color that in And last element of today's study, we could choose space or value, but let's go with line. We're gonna go with wavy line, zigzag line, dotted line, diagonal line, horizontal line, vertical line, and now we can do thicker lines and thinner lines. And think of any other lines that you know about. It can be a free-handed line or circular spiral line. And I'll give you space to add your own. All right, so we are 11 minutes into it. Let me show you how to finish our pinwheel. So on the other side, we're gonna actually do textures with and color with our tempera paint. So first dot we're gonna do will be yellow, and then in one section, and then on the other side I'm gonna start with red, and at this time I am gonna fold my pinwheel. I can use that line of symmetry. Fold my pinwheel over, and I'm gonna push down, massage the paper in nicely so that the two colors mix as much as possible. Okay, let's see what we got. Wow, we've got awesome textures and color blending. Now I'm going to go into on the other side, blue, and maybe I'll choose yellow on this side. And I'm only doing a dot. Don't do more, please, because it already will pour out of this pouch by itself. You don't need to squeeze much, and you don't need much paint, because otherwise it's gonna start coming out of the sides. So just a dot, please, okay? And we're gonna blend these color. See, it already happened even to me, and I was being very careful. So okay, let's wipe this off. I'll give you a paper towel if you have an accident too, but just don't put too much paint, because yeah, see how much paint that is already? Wow, that looks like a beautiful butterfly. This way. It looks like there's eyes here and blue wings and a body. That is really nice pinwheel. So we would at this point let it dry, and I'll show you how to cut it and how to assemble it with the push pin and a pencil when we come back in the next video. Now is your turn.